From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Tonight, we've got one last present under the tree, our final Monday Nighter of the year, between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Cincinnati.
Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback?
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. And they'll begin by running the option. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Allen going to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Allen. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Bass is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Bengals drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Back to Mixon on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
McKenzie now to return it, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Allen on 1st and 10, and Diggs has it, and he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll give to Cook on the read option. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Well, what a good contest here for our first Monday night game of 2023. Happy New Year, one and all. And thanks for pulling yourself away from all those college bowl games going on. For this, a great matchup between two of the real up-and-comers in the AFC. Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And they're going to get this up to midfield. First down, here's the run with Cook. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's the option play now to the left. And some room to work. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
On one, ready?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Burrow on play action. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Play action, it's Burrow. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Burrow looking to pass. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bengals at 6-9 to start play. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference.
Now Burrow loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
12. 11.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Hauled in over the middle by Rager. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That'll be caught. It's Rager. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Bills. Jalen Rager. 70 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work.
Here we go.
Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Here we go. 11 MT, hey! 11 MT, hey!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Here we go. 11.
Now Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes.
Here we go,
when you
here we
get
go.
every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Done.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
On one, ready?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. McPherson's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Option play. Here's Cook. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Allen to throw it. Caught right side, Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sam Hubbard able to record his 5th sack of the season. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
12, 11, Thomas.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Allen now looks to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. And the Bengals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win. I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
11, mighty.
Now it's Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on third down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Burrow will throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. That's the tight end Hurst with it. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
P-Ryan looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that big-time drive right there? If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Always got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run again on first down. Cook. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now this time, Allen will throw. He will find Davis on the left side complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Cook, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
On second and goal, here's the option. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and they're a point away from tying this thing up. Important extra point up and through, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Ken, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Here's Cook again, and he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. This to put an end to a wild Monday night. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. Well, Charles, I mean, when